Imagine this. You're over 60, maybe 70, even 90 years old, and one morning you open your eyes and realize something has changed. For the first time in years, you wake up with a strong, powerful erection. Without pills, without injections, without anything artificial. Just 2 simple vitamins taken before bed, and your body did the rest while you slept. Most men don't believe this is possible, but the truth is, it can be. My name is Dr. Mohit Khera. I've been a urologist and men's health specialist for over 30 years. I've helped thousands of men restore their confidence, their intimacy, and their vitality, even when they thought those days were gone forever. I'm here to tell you, with compassion and with evidence, that your best years as a man are not behind you. Here's the paradox. Everyone says erections fade with age, that it's normal and there's nothing you can do. But I want you to pause and ask yourself, what if the real reason isn't age itself, but the fact that your body is starved of the very nutrients it needs at night to repair and restore? What if the missing piece has been hiding in plain sight all along? That's why today I'm going to reveal the 2 vitamins that rebuild blood flow, repair penile tissue, and restore harder erections while you sleep. Taken at bedtime, they align perfectly with your body's natural recovery cycle. In just a few moments, I'll show you what these vitamins are, why so many men are deficient, and how they can help you wake up stronger, more confident, and ready for life again. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share could change your mornings forever. Before we get started, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another men's health tip designed especially for you. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you're ready to wake up stronger again, type 1. If you'd like me to keep improving this content for you, type 0. Now that you understand the promise of these 2 vitamins, let's take a step back and face the reality every man over 60 experiences. Erections don't simply vanish because of age itself. They weaken because of changes in blood flow, tissue health, and hormones that silently build up over time. 1. Why erections fade with age. The hidden truth. Every man who reaches his 60s eventually asks the same painful question. Why aren't my erections what they used to be? I've sat across from countless patients, men with gray hair and kind eyes, men who served their families and their country, and heard the quiet frustration in their voices. Doctor, I still feel desire inside. My mind wants intimacy, but my body doesn't respond. That loss is not just physical, it strikes at a man's confidence, his connection to his partner, and sometimes even his sense of identity. But here's the truth most men don't realize. It isn't age itself that takes your erections away. It's what age does to the systems that support them. Blood vessels that once opened freely begin to stiffen and narrow. The smooth muscle tissue inside the penis, which is supposed to trap blood like a dam, weakens and leaks. Hormones like testosterone, which once surged high, now fall lower with every passing decade. And stress hormones like cortisol rise, stealing energy from the body's repair systems. What makes this even harder is that these changes don't happen suddenly. They creep in slowly, night after night, year after year, until one day you notice your morning erections are weaker, or gone completely. And yet, even in the face of this decline, the body has an incredible ability to heal itself. If you give it the right tools, at the right time, recovery can happen. The most important time to restore erections isn't during the day, when your body is busy surviving. It's at night, while you sleep, when the body naturally enters its repair mode. And that's exactly where we're going next, into the hidden nighttime repair window that most men overlook, but that could completely change your mornings. 2. The nighttime repair window for erections. I often tell my patients that the bedroom at night is not just a place for rest, it's a place for renewal. What many men don't realize is that their erections depend far less on what happens during the day, and far more on what happens while they sleep. In my years of practice, I've seen men who push themselves through diets, exercise, and supplements only to wake up each morning disappointed. And yet, the breakthrough often comes when they finally learn to harness the quiet hours of the night. During deep sleep, the body enters its natural repair cycle. Testosterone peaks, fueling desire and the strength of erections. Growth hormone surges, knitting together tissues and restoring the smooth muscle inside the penis. At the same time, cortisol, the stress hormone that steals vitality, finally drops, giving your body permission to heal. This window, your nighttime repair window, is when your erections are either rebuilt or neglected. Think about it. Those powerful morning erections younger men experience are simply the visible proof of this nighttime restoration at work. But as you grow older, that repair cycle is often starved of the essential nutrients it needs. The body tries to restore itself, but it doesn't have the right tools. Without support, tissues weaken, blood flow falters, and recovery slips further away. It's like sending workers to build a house but never giving them bricks or mortar. No matter how skilled they are, they cannot finish the job. This is why the timing of your nutrition matters so deeply. And it's why so many men fail, not because their bodies are incapable, but because they're fueling them with the wrong tools at the wrong time. Which brings me to the next question. Why are so many men being told to rely on magnesium when it was never designed to restore erections in the first place? 3. Why magnesium alone isn't enough. Over the years, I've lost count of how many men have come into my office clutching bottles of magnesium, convinced it would be the answer to their struggles. They had read articles, seen advertisements, or been told by friends that magnesium was the magic bullet for better sleep and stronger erections. And while magnesium does play a role in calming the nervous system and relaxing muscles, I've had to look these men in the eye and tell them the truth. Magnesium alone will not bring back what you've lost. Think of magnesium as a gentle hand on your shoulder at the end of a stressful day. It can help you relax, maybe even drift off into a deeper sleep. But relaxation is not the same as restoration. Erections are not born out of calmness alone. They require repair, rebuilding, and renewal at the deepest level of your body's tissues and blood vessels. Magnesium doesn't rebuild the smooth muscle inside the penis. It doesn't trigger the production of testosterone. It doesn't repair the collagen and connective tissue that keep erections firm. That's why so many men who rely only on magnesium wake up disappointed, wondering why nothing has changed. It's like watering the lawn when what the soil really needs is fertilizer. The grass may look a little better for a moment, but it will never truly grow lush and strong without the right nutrients. What you need are vitamins that do more than relax you, vitamins that fuel the very machinery of repair, that rebuild blood flow and restore tissue integrity while you sleep. And this is where the real breakthrough begins, because the first vitamin I'm about to share with you is not just a nutrient at all, it's a powerful hormone in disguise. 4. Vitamin D, the hormone in disguise. When most men hear vitamin D, they think sunshine, bones, maybe even mood. But in my years of caring for older men, I've seen how this vitamin quietly holds the keys to something far more personal: your ability to maintain strength, vitality, and yes, firm erections. Vitamin D isn't just a nutrient, it acts like a hormone, controlling how your body builds muscle, regulates testosterone, and directs calcium where it needs to go. Without it, your body simply doesn't have the raw power to restore itself while you sleep. I remember one patient in his late 60s who had been struggling with fatigue and softer erections for years. He was doing everything else right: exercising, eating well, even taking supplements. But when we tested his vitamin D levels, they were shockingly low. We started him on a nightly routine, and within weeks, his mornings felt different. His energy returned, his mood lifted, and he noticed something else. His erections were not only coming back, but lasting. That wasn't a coincidence. Vitamin D works in harmony with your body's natural recovery cycle at night. As you sleep, testosterone is being balanced, growth hormone is rising, and tissue repair is in full swing. When vitamin D is present in adequate amounts, this cycle is amplified, giving your body exactly what it needs to rebuild. When it's missing, the repair process stalls, leaving you feeling weaker and less alive each morning. And here's the truth. Most men over 60 are deficient, even those who live in sunny states. That quiet deficiency could be the very reason your erections have faded. But vitamin D alone is only half the story, because while it builds strength and balance, there's another vitamin that steps in to repair and protect the very structure of your erections. And that's where the real magic begins. 5. Vitamin C, the hidden repairman. When people think of vitamin C, they usually picture oranges or cold remedies. But what most men don't realize is that vitamin C is one of the most important allies for restoring erectile strength, because it works quietly at night to rebuild the very tissues that make erections possible. Erections aren't only about blood rushing into the penis. They depend on collagen, the connective tissue scaffolding that keeps everything strong, elastic, and responsive. Without collagen repair, the body loses that firmness, and erections fade no matter how much blood is flowing. I remember a gentleman in his 70s who told me he felt like his body was betraying him. His joints ached, his erections were unreliable, and he dreaded intimacy because he didn't feel like the man he once was. When we added vitamin C into his nightly routine, within a short time he noticed his mornings felt lighter. The stiffness in his body eased, and, almost to his surprise, his erections returned with more strength and staying power. That's because vitamin C doesn't just fight colds. It rebuilds tissue, restores elasticity, and sweeps away the oxidative stress that silently damages erections every day. At night, when your body enters its deepest repair mode, vitamin C becomes the hidden repairman, stitching together collagen fibers, calming inflammation, and protecting blood vessels from damage. This means you wake up with tissues that are not only repaired, but stronger and more resilient than before. Without it, the body wakes up still carrying yesterday's damage, leaving you tired and less able to perform. And here's the exciting part. When vitamin C works hand in hand with vitamin D, something remarkable happens. They don't just repair and strengthen separately, they amplify each other's effects, creating a synergy that transforms how your body restores erections overnight. 6. The synergy of vitamin D and C. Why timing at night unlocks maximum power. One vitamin alone can make a difference, but when vitamin D and vitamin C come together at night, something almost magical happens. I've seen this in countless men who were frustrated with pills, powders, and empty promises. When they finally paired these two vitamins in their nightly routine, the change was undeniable. They didn't just feel better, they woke up transformed. Here's why. Vitamin D sets the stage by boosting testosterone, improving calcium use, and fueling protein synthesis. It's like laying the foundation of a strong house. Vitamin C, on the other hand, repairs the beams and walls, collagen, connective tissue, blood vessel linings that hold everything together. One builds, the other reinforces. And when they work in the same recovery window during sleep, the result is a body that not only restores itself, but comes back stronger every morning. Think of it this way. Vitamin D is the spark that tells your body it's time to grow and rebuild. Vitamin C is the craftsman who makes sure every repair is clean, strong, and lasting. Together, they amplify each other's work, ensuring your erections are supported from both inside and out. Without timing them at night, you miss this peak window where hormones rise, inflammation falls, and tissues knit themselves back together. I remember a patient who said, "Doctor, I woke up this morning and felt 20 years younger." That was the first time in decades he had felt morning wood return consistently, and it wasn't luck, it was synergy. But the story doesn't end there, because it's not just the vitamins themselves, it's also about the immune system they protect. And once you see how your immune defenses are tied directly to erections, you'll understand why this next piece is the hidden key most men never hear about. 7. The hidden link between erections and your immune system. Most men never realize that the strength of their erections is directly tied to the strength of their immune system. I've seen it in my own patients time and again. When the immune system is weak, erections suffer. When the immune system is strong, men feel more alive, more energetic, and more capable in the bedroom. It may sound surprising at first, but it makes perfect sense. Erections depend on healthy blood vessels and smooth muscle, and those are the very systems your immune defenses protect every night. Think about the last time you were sick. You probably noticed your energy crashed, your mood dipped, and intimacy was the last thing on your mind. That's not just coincidence, that's biology. When the immune system is under stress, the body diverts energy away from sexual function to fight illness. Over time, if your immune defenses are constantly strained, blood vessels become inflamed, tissues weaken, and erections fade. Vitamin D and vitamin C step in as silent guardians here. Vitamin D acts like the commander, telling your immune system how to respond without overreacting. Vitamin C fuels the soldiers, the white blood cells that repair damage and fight off daily stress. Together, they keep inflammation low, blood vessels healthy, and tissues ready for repair. That's why men who restore these vitamins often find their erections returning alongside better energy and fewer sick days. I once had a patient tell me, "Doc, I thought my problem was down there, but really, it started with my whole system being worn out." He was right. The penis is often the first place the body shows weakness, but it's also the first to respond when the immune system is repaired. And here's the part that many overlook. It's not only about health, it's about consistency. Because if your body can stay resilient, your erections can too. And that leads us to the next critical piece. Why timing these vitamins at night isn't just helpful, it's the secret weapon that unlocks the true power of recovery. 8. Timing is everything. Why nighttime use matters most. Over the years, I've told my patients something simple but powerful. It's not only what you take, it's when you take it. Your body runs on rhythms, and nighttime is when the true rebuilding begins. While you sleep, testosterone rises, growth hormone peaks, and blood vessels repair themselves. This is the anabolic window, the moment when your body is designed to restore strength and vitality. If you give it vitamin D and vitamin C at this exact time, they don't just work, they supercharge the repair process. I've seen men who struggled for years notice a change within weeks, simply because they shifted their vitamins to bedtime. Timing turned good results into great ones. But here's the fascinating part. When you combine this timing with the immune-boosting power of these vitamins, the benefits stretch far beyond stronger erections, and that's where the next secret truly lies. 9. Real stories of transformation, proof it works. I'll never forget a man in his late 60s who came to me with tears in his eyes, embarrassed and defeated. He told me he hadn't felt like himself in years. We kept it simple. Vitamin D and vitamin C every night before bed. Within a month, he walked back into my office standing taller, smiling, and he said, "Doc, I woke up this morning and it was back. I didn't think I'd ever feel that again." Stories like his remind me that it's never too late for the body to heal when you give it what it needs at the right time. These transformations aren't miracles. They're biology working as it should. And the best part? You don't need exotic supplements or expensive treatments, just 2 simple vitamins taken consistently. But there's still one last piece we must uncover: how you can make this part of your nightly ritual for lasting results. 10. How to make this a simple nightly ritual for lifelong vitality. The men who succeed with this don't complicate it. They make it a gentle, consistent ritual. Right before bed, after brushing your teeth, take vitamin D and vitamin C with a small sip of water. That's it. 2 minutes of effort that pay off with stronger mornings, better energy, and a renewed sense of manhood. I tell my patients to think of it like locking the doors at night, a small act that protects everything that matters. Over weeks and months, this rhythm compounds, and your body thanks you each morning with strength, confidence, and intimacy you thought was gone forever. My message to you is simple. It's never too late. Even at 70, 80, or 90, your body still wants to heal. Give it the right tools, and it will respond. Start tonight, and wake up tomorrow with hope, power, and the proof that your best years are not behind you.